Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Nexo Hunter, who has gotten a round with the Gundam Delta Kai, and it looks pretty interesting. It's a 650 General with a bunch of different beam weapons, prototype fin funnels, it transforms, and it has something called the Nitro system, which in-universe allows any pilot to operate psychomu devices and may turn them into a, super aggressive cyber-new type, but also in game, I believe, shortens the cooldowns on and charge times on basically everything on the suit. I know it's a lot of things. If anybody offhand has the specifics and wants to throw them in the comments, I'm certainly grateful for it. But Nitro system sounded really interesting. So right now, Nexo's in the trenches, which is I'm enjoying it, but it really is kind of a brawl-happy map. Which, if you're trying to run something like the Goof, which I was doing, and you'll see probably at the end of the week or so, it's fine, it's good. If you're trying to run something that's a little bit shootier and needs to be run at range, can be more of a challenge. And if you're lucky and you play a support and get up on one of those hills on the sides, your team can, and your team protects you, you can shoot basically anybody anywhere, but it's just kind of a question as to whether or not they will do that. But let's see. It has a high mega cannon built into its shield, I believe it is. And it looks like it charges much faster while flying. That's good. And, yep, a little bit of ramming damage there as well. Let's see, Nexo is, basically on the run a little bit because he went charging through an enemy, and there's now like 3 of them back there all gunning for him. But there go the fin funnels, and they are doing their thing. See, fires a lot of beams for just 2 of them. I guess they fire out of each end, don't they? I need to actually watch Char's counterattack again. I watched it within the last year or so, but oh, nice kill there. But I, haven't specifically watched it just to see how the fin funnels work in a very long time. So, yeah. Let's see. Good downswing there. And teammate has shown up to help Nexo. Nexo is going to get out of the corner, which I think is a good call. And good damage from the high mega cannon, and a good Wave Rider charge there. Couple of them, in fact, and got away. Yeah, nice hit and run there. That is really difficult to pull off. Let's see, 4645 to 4400. So far, so good. And yeah, I believe in the mobile suit mode, I've been thinking about Transformers a lot lately, so I almost said robot mode. But yeah, in mobile suit mode, I believe the high mega cannon is a weapon you have to stand still to charge and fire. But, it's hard to stand still in the air as a plane, so it's probably better to use there. But, okay, a couple of shots managed to stun with the one beam cannon. And good upswing, downswing there, and yep, now after the support at the top of the hill. Like I said, if you can get a team to back you up, which their team, to be fair, is trying to do, you can do a lot off one of those hills as a support. The Super Gundam I've seen a lot of on this map being very successful lately. Once I figured out it was there in a couple of rounds, I just hunted it down relentlessly in the Gyune Gyaradoga, but that didn't turn out to be a usable round, sadly, because I thought I was doing okay, but then I may have been doing okay, but in the end, we, as a team, were not doing okay. But I do want to try and get a round with that now that I've got it, and the half-price 10 spins have been fairly generous to me, so I have some other new things I want to try and get out there as well. But so far, let's see, fin funnels out. Yep. Almost all funnels do piercing damage so that they can, hit multiple things. And, let's see, Nexo and the mass production Cubile are gunning down that person pretty relentlessly. It's the Rebawu again. I think that little bit of fencing blocked Nexo's melee swing. Because, as far as I can tell, and this will come up in the Trenches video I'm going to run later in the week as well, I think that basically if your swing hits any obstacle before it hits a mobile suit, it's just considered a whiff, and it cannot do any more damage to anything. So yeah, that's going to be kind of tricky with with both the walls and some of the low-hanging debris on this particular map. But let's see, there to the base. Looks like Nexo is just attacking it, but okay, yeah, I guess Nitro system here is what activates at low health. I kind of figured it would be a low health thing since the transformation is the center button. Though I'm pretty sure you can isolate, control-wise, you can isolate left and right presses on the center button for control specifics if you need to. Either way, Nitro system is a short-term kick-in thing like. Or a low health kick in like Hades or no, not Hades. Hades is a push button. Hades in GBO1 was low health. No, biosensor. Thank you, brain. But yeah, low health activation like biosensor. But in this case, it doesn't. It seems to just increase speed and, like I said, cooldown and I think lock-on times. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks like an interesting ability to have. I don't know if there's anything else that actually has that or if it's unique to the Delta Kai. So, hopefully we'll see in the future. But, see, so far with 90 seconds left, 10,255 to 11,465. That's pretty good. It's, it's a couple of kills off from being back in the lead. And, hopefully plenty of time to get them. It's gonna end up being more than a couple of kills simply because, yeah, a lot of Nexo's team is low on health. So if he can, get some good damage off here and there, and especially if he can lock down the Super Gundam, he'll be in good shape. Yeah, the rifle, as far as I can tell, cannot charge, but just stuns outright. Let's see, throwing out the funnels and going back to the right beam rifle to hold it still. Good combo there. And it's on the ground, which hopefully means he'll have a chance to kill it. Almost. Let's see. So just waiting for the... there we go. Not quite enough, huh? Yeah, as far as I can tell, that one beam cannon fires very, very lightly damaging beams if it's not charged, and then a fairly decently damaging stunning beam if it is. Let's see. The bomb is not going to go off, and they're now 2,600 points behind with 20 seconds to go. There's only two of them on the screen, but they have full health, so it may be end up being a narrow loss, but I am really liking how this Delta Kai looks for sure. See, there's a good shot. That's a kill. 7 seconds. There's one over there. And that's a kill. That is going to be such a close loss. That is definitely, that is definitely a nail biter. But yep, it is just barely a loss. But yeah, the Delta Kai looks really good. And yeah, Nexo got top score at 5985. He was about half the team's score. And 109,000 damage. Very nice. So, many thanks, Nexo, for going to all the trouble to do this. I know he was hoping for a space cube, but just couldn't find it. But, man, paid off, though, to keep running the trenches, because 8-3 is really good. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! There's still a ton of stuff I'd like to run in space. I just like Nexo, I'm just waiting for the right cues, and then I actually have to be competent in space to get around that I feel, justified in running. But space is just harder to play, at least for me, than ground is. I think it's probably harder for a lot of people, which is, it's thematically appropriate for Gundam, but also just, it's still hard.